The definition of diffident is somebody who is modest or shy because of a lack of self-confidence. I thought this would work well with my film because I believe that my main character is lacking in self-confidence and he's got this problem which he doesn't want to tell everybody about. There are two films which I based my opening sequence on. The first one was This Is England, and I like this because on the main title it shows the title comes up with the background image, and the image shows the location of where the characters live, and I really like this because it gives a sense of not just showing the title but where the people come from. Another film that also does that is Submarine, but I also like the idea that the contrasting white on the background of something which isn't white, it really makes it stand out. I chose to use the bathroom location as this is a lot more simpler way of getting across what this boy's problem is. I mean, he's attempted to kill himself, but he has stopped. It's a lot less stressful. It seems very relaxing, which doesn't get the reader as tensed up, which is what I was intending to do. My other location is all of my outside settings, which are usually just of trees and the outside landscape around where this character lives. I wanted to use the contrasting effects as it makes it stand out a lot more and makes you see that the boy's problems really aren't that much compared to these big landscapes and how the world keeps turning even if his problems are still there. The outside location also set a lot of Enigma codes, and people always ask me, oh, what are the outside parts for? And if I were to carry on the film, it would be that the boy would return back to these locations, and then people would relate back to the opening sequence, be like, oh yeah, that's why that was there. I got the main idea for the location half of the opening sequence from Submarine, as you see the boy in his room, and his sort of, you don't really get told much about him, you're like, well, what is he on about? And then it shoots to all of the locations, the place where he lives, all the places that he visits, but you don't get shown the boy in any of those locations, so you presume that they're going to be shown throughout the film, which they are, which is where I got that idea from. When it comes to costume and props, I didn't actually use any costume, and all the props were originally there in my bathroom because it's things like toothpastes and towel. When it comes to editing, I put cuts in between all of my shots apart from when the location was changing, such as when it goes from my bathroom shots to my shots in locations. Also, when editing, I just changed the contrast of some of the pictures to make them stand out more. I got the idea for my titles from A Room for Romeo Brass, and where in the opening sequence they have a black background with white writing on top, and it's simple but very effective as it shows the viewer what they're meant to be looking at and what's the point of interest. I think my opening sequence is typical of the genre because, as all social drama movies, it's something which is very simple and relatively normal. It's just a snippet out of somebody's life.